Hey guys, this is Siddharth from Gadget Gizmo, and this is a video about the ongoing series that I recently launched about the best tech of 2019. And here is the next video. So this is the second video of the series, and today I'm going to talk about the best budget flagship of 2019. So starting off with what I feel is the best budget flagship of 2019, and that of course has to be the Redmi K20 Pro. Now the Redmi K20 Pro comes at around 25,000, and that is significantly cheaper than a lot of the competition. And it comes with the flagship specs as you would expect, and it comes with an all-screen display. So that was the main highlight of this phone. It comes with a pop-up camera. The performance was excellent across the board. It had Snapdragon 845. Gameplay was pretty smooth, and the performance was actually flying through all the apps, and there was no problem at all. The only concern that I felt was there was sometimes a stutter in the overall performance, but that was due to the OS. So it runs on Xiaomi's MIUI, and it is not the smoothest of all the UIs. So it is not the best UI, but I think the performance was pretty smooth. Now coming to another important thing, which is the camera. Now the camera performance of this phone really surprised me. It was pretty good. The rear camera was actually pretty nice, and the front camera also took selfies with a surprising amount of detail and accuracy. Coming to the rear camera, it had support for 4K 60 FPS, and the videos, although not quite the best, were pretty good. I would have to compare it with the other competitors which I felt in this price range. That were the Realme XT or the OnePlus 70. Now the OnePlus 70 had the best video quality amongst all these three by a long shot. And the camera performance on the OnePlus 70 was way better than both of them. But it also comes at and is significantly more expensive than the Redmi K20 Pro. The Redmi K20 Pro retails for around 25,000, while the OnePlus 70 retails at 35,000. So that is a pretty big difference, and I think if you get the Redmi K20 Pro, you won't be a lot disappointed. Now coming to another mention would be the Realme X2 Pro. Now the Realme X2 Pro is priced at 30,000, so it is nicely sandwiched between the Redmi K20 Pro and the OnePlus 70. And the main highlight of the phone was a 90Hz display and the 50-watt charger. But I felt the 50-watt charger can charge the phone in half an hour from 0 to 100. So that is a pretty smooth addition. But I felt that the Realme X2 Pro was not priced very well. So I feel that if you are going to spend 30,000 on the Realme XT, then you might as well go for the OnePlus 70. As it has better optics, it has a better screen, and the cameras are good. But the main improvement here would be the performance. So OnePlus 70 runs on Oxygen OS, and it comes with Android 10 out of the box with promise for future updates. So that is always a bonus with OnePlus smartphones. And the performance, although good on the Realme X2 Pro, is not as good as on the OnePlus 70, primarily due to the OS. The Oxygen OS on the OnePlus 70 is way better. Now if you are okay with spending about 25,000 and you are on a pretty tight budget, then I would suggest then you could blindly go for the Redmi K20 Pro, as it has pretty decent optics for the price range and the performance is excellent. But if you can spend a little more, I won't suggest going for the Realme X2 Pro at 30,000. I would instead suggest that you go for the OnePlus 70. Currently it is on a 6-year anniversary sale up to December 31st, and so it is going for 35,000 instead of the usual price of 38,000. At that price, I feel that it is one of the best Android phones that you can get out there. With the 90Hz screen and the Warp Charge 30T charging, which can charge the phone in an hour, it is a pretty decent all-round package. The camera performance is also pretty good, and it is much improved from the previous editions. And also the screen is pretty nice with deep blacks. The AMOLED screen is pretty good, although it is not Quad HD Plus, but I feel that it is a screen which is pretty good. Now, this is the end of this video for the best budget flagships. I would also be going for the best camera phones and the best flagship phones of 2019, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. This is Siddharth signing off. Hope to see you in the next video.